Turkey's flooding. Parts of Pakistan are drowned. Indian states witnessed worst deluge. Venice recorded worst flood in the history. Extreme flooding events have been in the news continuously. There have been an increasing trend of urban flood disasters across the world over the past few years, with more and more places drowning and situation getting out of hand. The rise in the frequency of urban flooding has leading to socio-environmental hazards, major economic losses, along with the loss of lives and destroying livelihood. The economic impact of flooding is enormous. If we talk about Mumbai, the city lost 14,000 crores to floods due to heavy rainfall between 2005 and 2015. Assam needs at least 1,000 crores of rupees for rebuilding the infrastructure damaged due to the deluge of urban flooding. Flood in a heavily urbanized area is a disaster for the people. Every time it rains, waterlogging and subsequent traffic snarl for hours have become a frequent phenomenon in cities. Urban flood keeps the entire city on halt. The frequency of flooding in cities is increasing due to crumbling drainage systems, poor infrastructure and unplanned development of roads, drainage congestion and choking of local water bodies, which had earlier served as an outlet for floodwaters, are largely responsible for urban flooding. The majority of urban areas lack effective stormwater drainage. Add to that unplanned development, encroachment of natural drainage corridors and climate change. Delhi's first drainage master plan was prepared in 1976. Even in 2022, the capital is still operating on the same plan. The Delhi government has been trying to put in place a new plan for years now. According to the latest developments, Delhi's drainage system would be redeveloped by 2025. But what before that? This is not just the case in Delhi. Other cities like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai and Gurugram too runs on old drainage plans. Storm drains in many Indian cities were designed for a rainfall intensity of 12 to 20 mm per hour, which is insufficient for the current rainfall standards. They will have to be replaced to curb the disaster of urban flooding. The slums are the worst affected as they are low on the list of civic bodies. When urban flooding takes place, we often overlook the spread of infectious diseases, vector-borne and waterborne diseases. Last year, more than 9,500 dengue cases were recorded in Delhi, which is the highest since 2015, along with 23 deaths. In Mumbai this year, there has been a sharp rise in cases of acute diarrhea among children. To combat this urban disaster, the sponge city concept is being tried by many cities. In this, cities are designed so that the rainwater is kept and absorbed where it falls through sustainable urban drainage system, leased from its green infrastructure. In other words, it is prepared to reduce the damage from flooding, inundation. For this purpose, permeable roads and footpaths are being constructed in China. Currently, China is aiming to convert 80% of urban areas into sponge cities. Many experts believe that this idea has a lot of potential to resolve multiple problems in cities. But the idea of a sponge city should not be universal but vary from city to city, because every city has a different landscape and different requirements.